What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cameron Roget, and we are back. As promised, the MMA game is back. We're not in the studio, but we're doing a video session to bring you guys some updates. Obviously, this weekend we have the UFC Fight Night card taking place in Perth, Australia. Next, we're going to tap into a little bit of the UFC White House and talk a little bit about what's going on there. And then we're going to give you guys a little bit of our journey with the Jiu-Jitsu Naga competition that just passed here in San Diego. So without further ado, let me introduce you to my boy, my dude, my guy, Cariss. What's the
Yo,
word?
my dude, Cameron Roget, Silverback Captain. Cameron Roget, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, my guy, my dude? We are blessed to be back at it and talk about anything UFC and anything MMA and anything Jiu-Jitsu these days, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome back. Good to see you, brother. Happy to be
Good to
back at
see
it.
you too. Absolutely. The vacation was nice, but we are ready to get back to the grind. Hold on, before we even get started, go Birds! Yeah, buddy, 3-0, baby. That's what we do. Super Bowl champs,
Oh.
showing y'all how it's done. You know, we do have a UFC fight night this weekend. How excited are you for it?
Man, it's been too bad we had a week off, and the past couple of fights have been decent little cards. But I think this weekend is the one we kind of been waiting for. This is the one that we've been looking for because of Carlos Ulberg versus Dominick Reyes is going to be a nice one, and I'm excited. And there's a couple other fights during it, prelims and during the main card that are going to be good. So I'm looking forward to a good little weekend, dude. I hope you are
Yeah,
too.
yeah, same here, same here. I think last weekend we were a little spoiled. We had a UFC and boxing, Canelo against Crawford. Obviously, we saw the fall of the
That
Fighting
was
Nerds.
that was 2 weeks ago
Oh
though, dude.
shoot,
That
two
wasn't even
weeks ago.
last
My
week. Yeah, I
goodness.
know. I
Um,
know.
we also had the fall of the Fighting Nerds, right?
We
So
did.
I think that was a little bit shocking to everybody, but us not so much. I think we both knew Diego Lopez was going to destroy that poor John Silva. But without further ado, I think it's time we tap into Perth, Australia. So
I,
we
I
start on
like
the
it.
prelims, guys, and for the prelims, we're going to just mention a few fights that we think you guys should tap into. First one is going to be in the men's lightweight division. You're going to have Jamie Malarkey against Rolando Bedoya. I
Okay.
am going with Jamie Malarkey on that one. I think he gets it done, but it's going to be done by decision.
Yeah.
Right after that, guys, we have actually, Cariss, who do you have in that fight?
No, I agree. I agree
Okay,
completely on
perfect.
that one. It's going to be about decision, especially because he's in home in Australia. So, got to go for the Australians.
Perfect, perfect. Next, we have in the men's welterweight division, Jonathan McAuliffe against Oban Elliott. That one I think is going to be a juicy one. Now, McAuliffe is coming in with one loss, just one loss only, against Oban's three. But guess what? I'm leaning towards Mr. Oban Elliott to get it done, and I'm actually going to have him getting it done in the second round.
And by finish or by submission?
Finish.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've been talking about Oban for the last couple shows. Unfortunately, on his last fight, he did lose by a decision, which was actually closer than could have been, but it was still a good fight. But I'm still going to pull up for Oban on this one. This one, he should be able to pull it out.
All
We'll see.
right. Next, guys, in the co-main event on the prelims, you're going to have Andre Petrosky representing Philadelphia. You already know. In the men's middleweight division against Cam Ralston. There's only one person I could go here. You already know I'm going with Mr. Philly himself, Andre Petrosky. I think he gets it done in a beautiful first-round knockout.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Andre Petrosky on this one, no questions asked. Get it done, kid.
All right, and I'm going to throw this one in there too because we have a guy coming from Dana White Contender Series. He's representing New Zealand in the men's light heavyweight division. We have Navajo Sterling against Rodolfo Bellato. I don't know who to pick on this one, but if I have to go with somebody, I'm not going with Bellato. I'm going with Sterling.
I'm going Sterling just because he's undefeated. And Bellato, I think, is coming off of a loss. Let me check.
Bellato is unknown against Paul Craig.
Oh, it is. Yep. He couldn't continue for some reason. Oh, that was the weird fight where he couldn't continue, act like he was knocked out, and then all of a sudden he just woke up and just was fighting
Yeah,
the ref and pushing
yeah,
against it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, no.
Weird.
Yeah, we're not picking Bellato ever again in life. Like he's not. he's off the list on that one. Not doing it.
All right, so that will be our picks for the prelims. Now moving into the main card, we kind of did the same thing. We kind of skipped over 2 fights, just because we feel like these 4 fights are going to be really, really juicy and something that
Mm-hmm.
you definitely want to tune into.
Right.
So the first one that we want to mention is going to take place in the men's welterweight division. You're going to have Jake Matthews against the old veteran Neil Magny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a couple stats here on that. Nothing major, but in
Hit
the
us.
welterweight division of 170 pounds, from Australia, you're gonna have Jake, the Celtic Kid Matthews. He is, of course, the favorite in this fight, and that's why I am picking him. He is negative 590 as the favorite against Neil Magny. I'm assuming Neil Magny's gonna get a little paycheck from this, hopefully. Jake Matthews has 6 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission. He's currently on a 3-fight win streak. He's coming off a submission victory over Chidi Kawani back in July of 2025, so this year. From USA, we got Neil the Haitian Sensation. Magny is the underdog of this fight at plus 390. He's got 9 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission. He is coming off a TKO victory over Dos Santos back in August of 25, which I think he was the underdog on that one. So you can't really count out Neil Magny because he is a veteran in this one.
Yeah.
But I think Jake Matthews is just going to have too much for him. He's going to be too quick and too heavy hands and going to be able to stop in potentially second round, I'm looking at here. I don't see this one going all 3, though, bro.
Nah, I mean he could even get done in the first round. Unfortunately, I just feel like Neil's just not at the level anymore, and I think
No.
this is gonna be it. This will be it.
It could be. Could be. But
All right,
still, want to see a good fight, good performance. Even if he does lose, I always want these guys to fight well, right?
100%,
That's what we're sitting here to try to watch and pay attention to. So
100%. Good. Next, right after that, guys, we have Ramon Taveras again in the men's featherweight division against Jack Jenkins.
whoo, this is gonna be a little fight right here, bro. I'm gonna like this one in the featherweight division of 145 pounds from Australia. We're gonna have Jack Jenkins is the favorite in this fight at negative 330. I'm always gonna go for Farjack. He's got 6 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, coming off his submission defeat, unfortunately, to Gabriel Santos back in February of 25. Remember, Farjack has a bunch of broken legs finishes. I think it's 3 in his career, where he's got 3 finishes by broken legs. Gabriel Santos just wasn't able to get finished in that last fight by Farjack. Even though he cracked him a couple times, Gabriel Santos just had a good chin, was able to stay in, he was able to win that fight against Jack. But unfortunately, from USA, we have Ramon, the Savage Taveras. He is the underdog in this fight at plus 240. He's got 5 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission. He's coming off a decision defeat to one of my dudes, Davey Grant, back in December of 2024. But the Savage Taveras is a very skilled fighter, so this should be a very entertaining fight. Pay attention to this fight. Could be one of the fights of the night. I could put that on there as potentially one of the fights of the night.
Yeah, I'd put a little asterisk next to it because I think the main event is definitely going to be the fight of the night.
True.
But if I have
True.
to pick a winner in this one, I'm definitely going Jack Jenkins, and something tells me it's actually going all 3 rounds.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I actually hope it does, and I hope it's a banger for all 3 rounds. Like, they just go at it.
I agree. That would be nice. That would be
Mhm.
nice. Next, in your co-main event of the evening, guys, in the light heavyweight division, we have Jimmy Crute against Ivan Erslan. I'm going Jimmy Crute all day.
Of course. Of course. Jimmy is a thick, big dude with a huge head and a wonderful mullet. And he looks great in the light heavyweight division of 205 pounds. From Australia, you got Jimmy Crute. He is the favorite in this fight at negative 215. He's got 5 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission, so he is good on the feet and good on the ground. Coming off a submission victory over Marcin Prachnio back in July of 2025. Good little scrap on that one. Good win by him. From Croatia, you're going to have Ivan Erslan is the underdog of this fight at plus 164. He's got 10 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, so safe to say he wants to keep this on the feet, and most likely Jimmy Crute's going to want to take this to the ground if he's having struggling on the feet, right? He's got 2 UFC fights. He's got 2 defeats, coming off the decision defeat to Navajo Sterling in May of 2025. So Ivan's on a 2-fight losing streak, which means he's going to come out a little bit harder in this fight, maybe a little bit more meaning to this fight, so you never know. He is the underdog, but he could pull it off because this could be his UFC career on the line, and guys fight a little bit different when they have that on the line, so could mean some fireworks in this fight because Jimmy Crute does not mind sitting in that pocket and getting hit in the face.
Well, I think Perth, Australia deserves fireworks. So if this fight's going to give us fireworks before the main event, I think we would gladly take it.
These 3 fights in a row are going to be little bangers, bro. So
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
attention.
I
Turn the
agree.
volume up. It's going to be some
I
good ones.
agree. But the main event, though, that main event is
Woo.
having two guys, one who I'm a huge fan of, and
Yep.
we're about to talk about it right now. Because in the
Yep.
men's light heavyweight division, you have on one side Dominick Reyes, and on the other side you have Carlos Ulberg. And there's only
Hey.
one guy I'm going with. Unfortunately, it is not going to be Dominick Reyes. It's going to be Carlos Ulberg, and he gets it done in the very first
Wow.
round of the fight.
Wow.
It will be your performance of the night. I think he is going to showcase to you guys an absolutely amazing performance in order to set himself up for a title shot.
He has to. He has to.
Because
That's a
there's no
lot of
one
confidence.
else.
That's a, that's a lot of confidence there, bro. Because it's got to be one of these two. It's either one or the other. Because this is pretty much a #1 contender fight. I would say
I
right
mean, I
here.
don't see. I mean, the only other #1 contender, which is happening next month, is going to be Khalil Roundtree against Yuri Prohaska. But I think if he could go in there and he could start Dominick Reyes and make it something that is going to be really eye catching, especially to the UFC brass,
Yeah.
I think you give him a shot.
Yeah. In the light heavyweight division of 205 pounds. From New Zealand, the #3 ranked light heavyweight in the world, Carlos Blackjack Ulberg, is the favorite in this fight at -245, which he should be. Yes, he should. Well deserved. He's got 7 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission. He's currently on an 8-fight win streak, ladies and gentlemen, coming off a decision victory to Jan Blachowicz back in March of 2025. It seemed like a long time ago for
I
some
know
reason.
that seems
It just,
forever ago.
when I wrote that down, I was like, dude, that just seemed like it was like last year for some reason. But okay. From USA, UFC's #7th ranked light heavyweight in the world, Dominick, the Devastator Reyes, is the underdog of this fight at +186. He's got 10 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission. He's currently on a 4-fight win streak where he's got all stoppages in all 4 fights, 3 KOs and 1 submission on that. Currently coming off a KO victory to Nikita Krylov back in April of 2025. Now, like you said, I'm going with Carlos Ulberg, but
Yeah.
the only thing that I'm going to say is Dominick Reyes can knock out Carlos Ulberg, right? He can knock him out. It's going to be difficult, but he can, especially on the run that he's having and the mindset that he's going through right now. He still feels like he beat John Jones, which I told him that I think he did. So because we met
Yeah,
him at
I
Cage
think you
Warriors,
did. I think you
right?
did beat John Jones.
I think he did. So Dominick Reyes could win this, but if I'm gonna put my money on it, nah, it's going to Carlos the Blackjack Ulberg, potentially third
Yeah,
round.
I just can't see Ulberg losing to Reyes. I'm sorry.
I don't see, I just don't,
If
right?
it was somebody else against Reyes, I'd definitely back Reyes, but I can't see him
But if he
beating
gets
Ulberg.
caught, because Reyes could catch him, I'm just saying, like, there's my disclaimer, there's my asterisk, there's
Yeah,
my,
but
hey,
my
if
my
this happened, I told you it
my
could.
only thing would be Ulberg already got through Jan, who's pretty strong, right? Polish Bawa. So for him to get through that, I don't think he needs to be so worried about Dominick Reyes and what Dominick
True.
Reyes is going to provide. I think the kicks is probably going to be a big issue for him, how he handles that from Dominick Reyes. But I think if he's able to keep it close and touch him early and touch him often,
Yeah.
I don't see that chin of Reyes holding up that long.
That's why you got to be a smart betting man and go with Ulberg on this one because of Dominick's chin. He's been flatlined too many times to where it's like, yeah, it's a little. There's a couple cracks in that glass you got there, bro.
Yeah,
There's a couple chips. All right.
very true.
So,
Very true.
but not again. Just to say, like, don't be surprised if it does happen because it could. It could.
It very
But
well could. But that is the fight game, and that's why we tune in
sure,
every weekend that we can to see what
sure
is
is.
going to take place. Now, That was the UFC Perth again. That's taking place this weekend. Let's dive into Naga. So, for those of you guys that do not know, you may not remember, myself and Cariss, we do go to 10th Planet Poway. We did sign up for this most recent Naga. And man, what an experience it was. Another event for us to get better, and I think that's how we have to look at these things.
Right.
Obviously, we like competing. Obviously, this is something that's new to us, and we're forever learning. I think each day on the mat, we are learning 0.1% and getting 0.2% better. Um,
Agreed.
but I'm fully enjoying this whole process. So, Karis, talk to us. How was your Naga weekend?
My Naga experience, because I got to start with Friday because I had to work on Friday morning, and I had to weigh in on Friday night, and I had to work all day on Friday, and then I had to weigh in Friday night. And
Mm-hmm.
what sucked about it was I was out in the hot sun all day long, and I wasn't able to drink much water
Mm-hmm.
because if I did, I would have been potentially overweight. So I had to wait. And something that really sucked, bro, was in our group chat. They had posted that the weigh-ins were from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, but the weigh-ins were actually from 6 o'clock to 6:30. All right, so from Del Mar to Alliant University takes 25 minutes, and I was trying to leave at 6 o'clock, and I couldn't leave because we were so busy at work getting set up for
Right.
the weekend
Right.
that I had to stay and hang out, and I couldn't leave. So I left like at 6:11, got to Alliant University at like 6:40, and the
Oof.
doors were already closed. I run up to the door after I see somebody coming out, and there's nobody there. So I kind of like walked back to my car, and I saw somebody else walk up. All
Yeah.
of a sudden, the door opened up for that dude, and I sprinted out of my car and ran up there. I was like, "No, bro, I'm not like not drinking water all day to not cut weight tonight. Like I'm not doing it." So fortunately, there was somebody there. They opened up the door for me. I walked inside. The girl looked very upset because she wanted to go home. So I completely understood, and I thanked her very much for taking the time to weigh me in. She had the balls to ask me, "Oh, did you cut weight?" I was like, "Yeah, like yes, I did."
Yeah, hell yeah, and I ain't doing it
Yeah,
again.
she's like, "All right, step on the scale." I was like, "Okay." Took my shoes off. She's like, "You don't have to do that." I was like, "Yes, I do." Yes, I do. Took my
Every
shoes off.
pound matters.
Yeah, I had to weigh it at 140. I weighed in at 139.8, so I had point
Wow.
0.2 to be able to clear. Otherwise, if I didn't weigh in, I would have had to weigh in the next day, and then I would have been even more pissed because I wasn't drinking or eating, right? Because
Right.
I had to stay underweight in order to be able to make it.
Right.
Sad part about the story is one of the things is I got constipated that night because I didn't have enough hydration in my system.
Oof.
That I literally got constipated, and I don't really experience this all that much, right? Because we don't cut weight in our life.
Yeah,
We just
yeah,
go
yeah.
play soccer and just run and just enjoy it, so we don't have to cut weight. But anyway, that was part of it. So to get to the fight, I am in the white belt Naga division, beginners in the masters division. I only have one other dude in my group, unfortunately. There was the adult division, which had two other people, but unfortunately one of those persons dropped out, and then the other person dropped out day of. So I wanted us to match up, so therefore we could have two other fights besides just my one.
Right.
Because with the one guy, I got to do 2 out of 3, which kind of
Right.
sucks
Right.
because
Right.
I want to beat the guy and I want to go to the next guy and I want to go to the next guy, right? Like I want to challenge myself. I want to have a couple of different fights. I don't want to do the same dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, I square off with this guy, and he decides to pull guard down to the side. For some odd reason, he's on his side instead of on his back. So all I do is I just wrap my right hand around his neck, grab my right hand with my left hand, and just choke him really, really quick on the ground. He
Yeah.
taps in 29 seconds. The fight is over.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
okay, that's awesome that I won, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Like, come on, dude.
Can
Come
I get a
on.
little bit more? Can I get a
Come
little
on. Like,
more?
give me something. Give me something. So I had to fight him again in 15 minutes. We got together. He decided to pull guard on this time within the first 30 seconds. He held me in his guard for like a minute and a half because he squeezed his legs together as hard as he could. He got me in a collar tie to where like he was trying to hold onto my neck so I couldn't posture up or I couldn't get out. So
Yeah.
I just simply just waited for him to gas out, and then all of a sudden I feel his legs just go limp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I push off his leg, get out of his guard, pass his guard. I let him stand up because what I want to do is I want to grab his neck and I want to choke him. So
Right.
therefore, I let him stand up. I grab his right hand with my left hand. I kind of hold on to it and give him a little shake. Right when I gave him a little shake, I grab the back of his head, grab the back of his neck, throw it down to my left side, wrap it up with my left arm into a guillotine choke, grab onto my left hand with my right hand, and I pick the dude up off the ground.
I love it. I love it.
In the picture, in the video, you can see his feet up off the ground, and for a split second, like I didn't really crank right because I'm trying to be a little polite and respectful as like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
competitor, right? Like I'm not trying to hurt your neck. I'm not trying to give you a problem because guys, if you don't do this, you could really hurt somebody's esophagus by holding on to it too tight. So I didn't want to do that. Like I had him and I knew I had him, so I didn't want
But
to
you
get him
thought
down.
about it. You thought about
Yeah,
it.
I thought about it, but then all of a sudden, like he didn't tap, so I'm like, all right. So I
Yeah.
literally just used
Crank.
it all, and just picked
Yeah.
him up, and right when I picked him up, it was a quick tap, and game was over. So I beat him twice. The second time was within 2.5 minutes with a 4-minute clock. So I was happy the fact that I got it, but to be quite honest, I was more impressed with yours because you actually had a really good competition, and like that's what I wanted. Like that's what I needed. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we're working for. I want somebody to challenge and like give me a good little fight so I can see where I'm at and see what I got to improve on. Like I don't want to just choke you out in 30 seconds and then all right, here's your medal. Cool.
Right, right.
Right?
You
So
want to make, yeah. Nah, I feel you. I feel you. And
yeah.
I think,
Like, as happy as I am as like that I win because the competitor in me always wants to win. I never want to lose, but
yeah, 100%.
like, come on, bro, give me a little bit, right? Give me something, but
Yeah.
it's all right. I'm happy. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It got it out of me because now I got Jiu-Jitsu World League coming up October 4th in Del Mar, so it got my feet wet, got me a little competition later on in the year, so I'm ready for Jiu-Jitsu World League. So I'm happy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I personally, I thought you had a great showing. And I think that, again, it's all about seeing how you did the first time and how you do in the second time. So
Right?
this time you got gold. You did that amazing guillotine that you have that I think everybody in the gym knows about. And you got the
Yeah.
fucking win, bro. That's huge. That's big
Thanks,
time.
brother. Thanks, brother.
That's big
Thank,
time.
thank you. I
Yeah,
think a
of
lot of people have
course.
been caught in that guillotine.
A lot of people have been caught in that guillotine. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Or
Not gonna
or they've
lie.
had to work themselves out of it, like somehow, and be like, "Hey, that was tight.
Yeah,
That was tight."
yeah. I think I've experienced both.
Yeah, I like
But
that one,
yeah,
dude. So
but I think for me now, a little flip side. So for me, I actually had work. I had a game. But before all that, I had to cut weight. So I was sick for the past, I think, 2 weeks, week and a half.
yeah,
No,
you
actually, I
yeah.
lied. I got a tattoo, so I was already out, right? And then I ended up getting sick right after I got the tattoo. So
Did you get
this
COVID?
is,
You said you got COVID, didn't you?
I feel like I did. Not
Okay.
gonna lie.
You didn't take the COVID
Um,
test though, so you don't know if it was
I did
actually
not
COVID.
take COVID
Not
tests.
like it matters,
No,
but
but I
anyway.
feel like my I was a hot fucking mess, and everybody here in the house got sick. So
Yeah.
I was debating on pulling out. I talked to my coach. Shout out to Josh Solicit, and he was like, "You know what? If it was me, I'd compete." I said, "You know what, motherfucker? I am gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna stay in it. I'm gonna
I
do what
told
I
you
need to
to.
do." I did all kind of vitamin C, all kind of bullshit. So, anyways, after I started feeling a little bit better, right? Before I went to my first class back from sickness, I was weighing at 189. So that's perfect because my weight division was
You're on your
180 to
way.
189,
Yeah, you're
right? So
on weight.
I'm right on weight. So go about the week, rehydrate. Now the night before weigh-in, so Thursday night, I weighed myself in the morning. I was at 189. I get home, eat, drink a little bit of water. I get up to 193. So I'm like, oh shit. All right. We got to hit the sauna tomorrow. So your
Yep.
boy, I wake up early. I didn't have to go to my game. I wake up early. I didn't have to go to my game till around like 12:31. So I wake up, I get my sauna suit on, I get a beanie, I head straight to 24-hour fitness, I hit the sauna. I'm there for a good hour, and your boy is drenched. Like I'm
What?
sweating out everything, all my sins, everything sweats out. Um, and now I'm like, well, shit, like I can't be drinking water that much, and I'm
No.
already like exhausted. So let's just minimally just like sit like here and there. So throughout my game, I'm sipping like very little bit of water, like just enough to get me
Just so you're
by.
not dry.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and yelling and all this bullshit. So I did take my scale with me. Yeah, I left it in my car. So now the game's over. Before I head up to Alliant, I pull out my scale and I'm in my clothes and I weigh myself and it says I'm at 189. I'm like, oh
Okay.
shit, that's
Shoes
perfect.
on.
Like, fuck yeah. Shoes on, no, shoes off. And I was like, perfect,
Okay.
perfect. That's perfect. Let's
Okay.
drive the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I haul ass. I haul ass. I get up to Alliant like maybe right when they started opening. And I'm a little nervous, right? Because I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. You're
I
not
just, I
sure
don't,
because you didn't
yeah,
weigh right away.
I
Yeah.
don't make weight. Like, this is gonna suck ass. Well, I jump on the scale. The guy goes, "Oh, you're at 189.2." I'm like,
Hey.
hey, perfect.
Hey.
Boom.
Write it
We
down.
made it.
Yeah.
Let's
Write it down.
go. Call up the wife. I say, hey, I want the biggest steak I could eat. We're gonna go eat at Texas Roadhouse. Boom. So we go up
Roadhouse.
to Texas Roadhouse. Have a great night. Now it's the day of the competition. For those of you that don't know, my first competition was earlier this year in February, and I went to the darkest place a human could ever go in their head. This competition, I was probably the most relaxed. I really didn't care. I just wanted to have fun.
Good.
I
Good.
had one of my players, her and her father came out to support me, which was pretty cool. I had some of my friends, coaches that came out to come and support. So I was actually in a really, really good mood. So my first fight comes up, and we're going. I'm controlling. I feel like I'm doing everything possible to stay in control, except the last bit. So the last, I think, like maybe 20 seconds, I hear everybody yelling, Cam, like, yeah, 20 seconds. But I had this nice little, like Kimura grip on this guy's arm. So I was like, fuck it.
Right.
Like, I want the tap. So I go for the tap. He ends up reversing it, ties it,
Yep.
and we end up getting 2-2. So as soon as I see that, like, I don't usually pay attention to the score. So now I look, I see it's 2-2. Ref's like, hey, you're going to overtime. As soon as he says that, I don't know what switched in my head, but I went into like, it's to the death. It's to the
Really.
fucking death.
You're in
Like
like fight mode. Like
it's
literally fight
it's
mode.
to the death now. Like
Yeah.
you fucked up. It's to the death. So my mind just switched,
Really.
and then the guy goes, "Nah, I can't go," and
He's
I'm
like, I'm
thinking
done.
like, "Oh, maybe he got hurt." Like he's like, "No, I can't. Like I can't. I quit. Like I can't go." And I think my face said it all because I was so upset. Like I just got pissed because I couldn't believe it. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That
Like
he quit. Yeah.
and so he quit. So I ended up winning. I don't know what you call that, but by quitting, I don't know. So I ended up winning. So now that was my semifinal matchup because he had a match earlier. He was a quarter. I had to walk into the semis. So now I'm in a final. Cool. I'm good. I'm juiced. I'm ready to go. Final comes up, and I'm going against this guy who we didn't know at the time, but he was a wrestler by trade. But I
If I
felt it.
asked him, yeah.
I fucking felt it because every
Yeah.
time this man would grab a hold of my neck, it felt like he was punching the shit out of my head. But it was good.
Those
So there was a
smaller shots.
moment that I wish we had recorded. Unfortunately, we didn't. But there was a moment when he goes to throw me down. He throws me down. I reverse it. I'm on top, and then he comes back, and then we're just going back and forth. He ends up on top. I'm trying to get my knee in to try and create a little bit of space, but I can't.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
side control. Eventually, I buck him off. We get up, and it's just a continuous scramble, which
Mm-hmm.
it surprised myself because I didn't know I was that like nimble. I could make adjustments that quick because I was making quick adjustments, and I'm surviving. Like I'm surviving, but
Right.
I'm also having fun too. Like I'm like, oh
Right.
shit, like this is cool as fuck. And I'm hearing people around me like, oh, so it's like it's getting your boy excited. So now
Oh,
time's going down, and I'm like, dude, I got to go for the fucking win. I'm trying, and there's one moment where I get to his back, but I rush it. He gets out, boom, and he ends up winning on points 7-2. So I ended up losing in the final on points, which to be in all honesty, it's probably I'm so happy that it kind of went like that because my first competition, I tapped out in my first fight, and then I ended up being the second guy on points. This time, I won and I lost on points. So
Right.
I could definitely say I've improved in some areas. Obviously, it's never
Guaranteed.
100%. I haven't gotten where I want to be or where I think I could be right now, but it's all baby steps. It's baby steps to climb up the mountain. And I shout out to 10P and shout out to everybody who fucking helps me because I am extremely grateful. And if anything, it just really got your boy juiced to do another one.
To do more. Right.
Like I'm so juiced, and man, you wouldn't believe like that
Yeah.
competition set your boy up real nice, I must say.
Especially when you start to have fun with it too, right? Like you actually went into a good mood. You didn't go with like dark intentions, like it was a fight. You just went into it like, dude, this is fun. Like I want to
Yeah,
enjoy this. Like I want that. That's what I was saying. I want that scramble. I want that roll. I want that like back and forth where it's like, oh, dude, this is good. So you
yeah,
got it. That was fun to watch.
yeah. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. And now we just gotta get back to the lab. We gotta get back to the
Yeah.
lab to get fucking better.
Yeah. So guys, on the way to the podium when we were gonna go take pictures and get our belts and everything, or medals, the guy that Cam unfortunately lost to was walking up, and of course I had to be the dumbass that walked up to him and said, "So, what high school did you wrestle with?" If since you guys most likely don't know, with the signups, it actually says beginners, no wrestling experience at all. So therefore, this guy actually lied on his thing and actually does have wrestling experience because he's like, gave the look of, oh, I don't wrestle, I don't wrestle. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, we know you do. It's okay. Like, we don't really care. So it's okay. He's like, oh, I wrestled at Ramona. I was like, oh, of course you did, bro. We can see it by your ears. We can see it by the way that you just do things, and especially by the way you grabbed onto my dude. Like, no, bro. Like, no, you wrestle, and it's okay. Like, that's a very, very, very good base to have, especially with jujitsu. So, yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah. And yeah, I never felt that. But I mean, it was all good. It was all good. I'm happy
yeah.
I got to experience that. And now we just get ready for the next one.
There you
Unfortunately, I
go.
will not be doing Jiu-Jitsu World League. I'll be there supporting my boy.
All right. I think
I
there's
will
gonna
be
be
there
something in
supporting my
December
boy.
though.
Oh, there's another one in December?
I think there's something December. I think that's what everyone's talking about is December.
Because that
So
could
we'll
be
see.
doable. December could be doable.
Right.
But
So
we
do.
shall see. Can you hear
So
me?
what else did
Oh,
we have? Did we have
so uh, what about Naga?
no, I think that was it about Naga, right?
Yeah, that was it. Now we can move into the UFC White House. So
Oh,
it has been
that's what it was.
confirmed. UFC White House is going down. I think
Renderings and everything.
everybody knows who's going to be on it. It's definitely going to be Connor. Now, my question to you, Cariss, is this: who does Connor fight?
Michael Chandler.
Ready for the curveball?
With a curveball. Um, I like that's honestly my only thought because there's got to be another American. If you have another one out there for me, cool, go ahead. But like I haven't
Nate
really.
motherfucking Diaz.
No.
Who wouldn't want to see Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor at the fucking White House for number 3? You sell all scores.
Who would you rather see?
I would not mind. I know that press conference is going to be crazy. Think you got to think about it, it's 1-1. Him and
Who's gonna?
Chandler. I mean, I think when the betting line comes up, Connor's going to be the big favorite. I
Oh
think.
yeah. Oh yeah. Do you think it's gonna be a good fight though? If it was Nate, knowing Nate's last fight and his last boxing match.
I think this one. I mean, this is at the White House, bro.
True.
Like this is different. This is
But
different than all. This
but
is a different beast.
here's something different that goes into it. You want an American to win at the White House. You don't want an Irishman to win at the White House, bro. I don't care how much you like the
Hey,
guy.
no matter who
This is
they put it, no
America.
matter who they put across the way from Connor, Connor's winning. So no matter who they put against him, he's winning. I don't give a fuck
So
what anybody
so they
says.
they, they can't give him Chandler then because
Con-
Chandler's gonna whoop his ass.
He will starch fucking Chandler.
Oh, okay. See, so it needs to be Chandler then,
He will
because
starch. He
because
will
Connor's
starch Chandler. He will
Connor's gonna
starch
beat
Chandler.
Nate. Connor's gonna beat Nate.
He knocked the fuck out of Nate.
Yes, that's why you
Calling it.
want him to fight Nate.
No, I want to fight either or, because I know they
Okay,
both going. He gonna beat both of them. It doesn't matter who.
I see a
I
better fight with Chandler.
Cameron will be there with his Irish flag on his back like this. Hey.
You're gonna be at the White House with an Irish flag?
I
What?
I am definitely taking my Irish flag
What
and
is
probably
wrong with you?
a USA hat. I wear a USA hat.
Okay, okay. And then show your
But I
Trinidad
gotta support
tattoo.
Connor, bro. I did the same thing for his last fight. I gotta support my boy.
I know, I know. I'm not mad at
Um,
you. I'm just saying, like, huh?
who else do you see on this card?
This is a long shot. It's a long shot, but it keeps getting talked about is John Jones.
Mm, I knew you would say that name.
Like
And you know what?
it just keeps getting talked about, and it's the only reason
I
why I want to say it. And
I
John just
think that's gonna happen. I
he's
think we
he's
I
he's
think we will
adamant about
get.
doing it, bro.
Yeah, I think we will get John Jones.
John
I
Jones
do.
gets what he wants.
I think we get John Jones against two people though. It could be either or,
Not
depending what
Tom.
happens. Depending what happens next month, because like you said, you need American to win.
You do.
John ain't beating Tom,
No, that's why
and
it's not
Tom
going to be
is
Tom.
another option. I think Tom is the ultimate option. But
I would be okay
actually,
with Tom
there's
beating John
actually
at the White
right.
House.
There's three people. So there's Tom, who I think is number one.
Okay.
Two is Francis Ngannou. If they could figure out a contract with Francis,
John and Francis.
John
Okay.
against Francis.
Okay.
The last one, Poetang, Alex Pereira. Because I think if you look at those other two matchups, Pereira and Ngannou, he could beat them by taking it to the ground. He could beat them
Good.
100%.
Good.
He can't do that to fucking Tom. We know
No,
that.
he can't.
So
He
if you
can't.
want an American to win, I think though you look at those two guys. If you don't give a fuck, give him
Then
Tom.
let Tom whip his ass.
Give him Tom.
Yeah, let Tom beat him in the White House for his last fight ever in the UFC, and he loses. He's got a blemish
Oh man,
on his
that yeah,
record.
bro. He would be sick, bro.
Oh, he would.
That man would
Actually,
be
he
sick.
would. I don't think he'd make it. That'd be the way that he wouldn't show up. Is if he actually had that fight and he'd be like, do I really want to do this to my legend, to my career, to my right? The last fight of his career gets knocked out in the White House by Tom
Yeah,
Aspinall for the belt.
yeah.
Uh,
That would. I mean, I don't even want that for him.
no,
'Cause I like
that'll
him.
haunt you for life. He'd kill himself because of that. Oh, geez, I gotta edit that out.
Fucking Cariss.
It could be incriminating. You never know. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, what happened? Oh, Cariss said it like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so now we got those two out the way. The last one I think is going to be a female fight, and it has to be Amanda Nunes against Kayla Harrison.
That's what I was gonna say. That's my third.
I think that's definitely the last one that
It's
could
gotta
be
be.
on that card.
That'd be great. And Kayla's been talking about it being like she'll take another fight if there's something presented that makes sense
Right.
by the end of the year or maybe beginning of next year. But she's fine with. I think she's fine with waiting. Maybe. But I think Kayla wants one by the end of the year and then one by then. It makes sense, right? She needs to
Yeah,
make
I
some money.
agree. I agree. I think it makes sense. I think it'll be a good fight, to be honest. Like, and in that one, it's hard for me to go against Amanda Nunes. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I don't think
yeah.
I could go against Amanda Nunes. I think I have to support her because I think she is by far the best
Yeah.
of the best in the
I'd
women's.
rather be proven wrong in this situation and go with Amanda than be proven wrong by
I
going
mean,
with
look what that woman did to
right.
fucking Cyborg, bro.
Oh,
Oh
come on.
my god.
That's all you need to see.
Look what she did to
That's it.
Cyborg. That was insane.
That's
In
it.
fucking insane.
Yeah. Nobody does that to Cyborg.
No,
Nobody.
Cyborg doesn't even do that to Cyborg.
No. Guys don't even do that to Cyborg.
Yeah, fuck that.
Ugh.
But
Nice.
all right. So, with that being said, that will give you guys our episode for this
Yep.
week. Super, super, extremely glad we're back at it, Cariss, and I can't wait to do next week episode. Tomorrow, we're back in the gym, back to the lab to get better at some jits and hopefully get one step closer to our blue belts.
Right. Right. Guess what we got next week?
What we got next week?
You haven't looked at it yet?
I have not. I don't like to look ahead.
Do you want me to tell you, or are we gonna like let it be a cliffhanger?
Let's leave it.
People
Let's
just gonna
leave it as a
use.
cliff. Let's leave it as a cliffhanger so we make sure everybody tunes in next week.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, guys, the MMA game is out.
See you down under.